Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. Today we are going to have a look at Teochew Park, otherwise known as Wat Don Cemetery. If you've seen my videos before, you'll recognise this park as somewhere that I've walked around previously, but I had no idea of its significance and legends. I arrived at the hotel I'm currently staying in. I arrived there about a week ago, and as you do, went out for a little explore, and right next to my hotel there's a park, and I had a little walk around there and found like some cool monuments and loads of like Chinese shrines and stuff. When I got back to my hotel, I had a little Google and tried to find the history of it and the relevance of some of these shrines. And the more I looked into it through Google, Wikipedia, YouTube, I found out that it's actually widely believed to be haunted. There's lots of local legends about it. There's quite a lot of history to it. So I thought we'd take the small amount of information that I've learnt about it, and we're going to have a little walk around. When you first walk into the park, there's like a martial arts school. I'm assuming Muay Thai. There's a cafe. There's somewhere to buy beer, food, and then immediately on your left, got all these graves. These graves are mostly filled with the bodies, souls of people that were fleeing South China in the late 1800s. Yeah, obviously the big noticeable difference between these graves and the graves that we have at home is these are built above ground. So you have the tombstone and the actual grave is behind it, above ground level. On this site, which is all the different sources that I've looked at have given me a different number, but between 35 and 40 acres, there's around 7,000 graves. Park also has many Chinese monuments and shrines. A lot of the graves are pretty densely hidden with like vegetation and trees, and there's absolutely loads of them. It's a popular place for, I've seen a few channels on YouTube, ghost hunters and paranormal investigators. It's a popular place for people to come and make their ghost hunting stories, and they walk around through like all the graves at night. Some graves have got like the front part of the tombstone smashed. I don't know whether it's from like it was just broken over time, or I don't know, grave robbers, I don't know. But I've seen on some channels they speculate that it's the spirit attempting to escape. Okay, credit where credit's due, right? I say mockingly about like the ghost hunter YouTube channels and stuff. Fair play to them, they're actually good at what they do. They got a lot of views and that, and call it bravery if you want. They're a lot braver than me, mate, because I would not be tramping through there at night for all the tea in China. I wouldn't do it. If you offered me £1 million to spend the night walking through these graves, I don't know. I don't know. I would be absolutely petrified. I'd be petrified, mate. But not so much of things like demons and ghosts and spirits. I'd be more scared of things like tarantulas, black widows, brown widows, pit vipers, kraits, yellow sac spiders, fire ants, swarms of mosquitoes and scorpions. Fuck that, mate. It's not just the graves, it's not just the 7,000 graves that are here that contribute to the ghost stories, as well as this place being a place of rest for like graves and a typical cemetery. In the 50s and 60s it was also a place of execution. There was a field marshal, Sarin Thanarat, who rose to Prime Minister of Thailand, I believe, from 58 to 63, 64, and on this square specifically, executed many people. And this entire park and this specific spot in the 70s and 80s was also a very popular place for suicides. There's lots of like ghost stories and local legends and about this whole place. Then they tidied it up a bit, mate, in like 1996. They thought, right, let's get rid of our bad reputation for this place, and now they've turned it into like a public park. There's a running track that goes all the way around it. Over there it's a big gym. There's lots of places on this site where I've seen loads of like karaoke bars. Just to clarify, when I say karaoke bar, I don't mean what we would traditionally associate a karaoke bar with, as like a pub with loads of rowdy people getting drunk, having a good time and singing karaoke. I mean people in shacks, a lot of the time on their own, just singing just for the love of the game. I also don't mean karaoke bar as in Bangkok's version of a karaoke bar, which is normally a front for a brothel. Somewhere to eat. There's a basketball court. I play basketball here most mornings, or I try to anyway. I'm certainly not as good at it as I was when I was at school all those years ago. There's actually a lot of people that come here, more so in the mornings and in the late afternoon, early evening, to try and escape the sun. I've come about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's very, very hot, but I get a bit embarrassed talking into my phone, walking down the road. Oh well. Yeah, there's probably, I don't know, a good couple of hundred people come here every single day just to run around the park, go to the gym, play basketball, play badminton. From my balcony at night, you can see people playing badminton, basketball. They love it, mate. Pretty active people, like in Bangkok. They love getting out for just exercise, even if they just come out to the park and do star jumps. Loads of them. Anyway, I found it interesting. You might not have done, but if you did if you did find any of it interesting, like I say, I got most of my information from like other YouTube channels, Wikipedia, Google. I'm sure there's information I've left out, missed, mispronounced, whatever. But yeah, go and have a look.